Hi people, welcome to Katsintuition. I'm Krystal Kat and this is your pick a card reading. I wanted to keep this one fun and just use bright fun cards to see what messages want to come through for you. What is it that you need to remind yourself or tell yourself to put you back in that happy mood? What are any of the things that you need to overcome or take care of? So I picked some happy decks for you to pick from, or happy, I see them as happy. Playful is the right word. So for pile number 1, we have the Alice in Wonderland Tarot, and for pile number 2, we have the Villains Tarot. So to me, these make me happy, these seem so fun, and I thought they would be great to pick from. So pile number 1, pile number 2, pick whichever one you're drawn to, pick both, however you like, and the timestamps for each will be in the description box below. Okay, pile number 1. You chose the Alice in Wonderland Tarot. Let's see what messages want to come through for you, what you need to look out for, what you need to tell yourself to find that peace and happiness again, to feel restored and rejuvenated, to put a smile on your face, all of those things. Let's see. Right. So we have the Two of Flowers, Seven of Hedgehogs. Ooh. 4 of Teacups, 2 of Spears, 6 of Teacups, and the Queen of Hedgehogs. See, these cards just put a smile on my face. Okay, pile number 1. So what we're going to do is look at the tarot first, and then I will be pulling oracle cards for you as well. This is a very uplifting reading in the way that it's talking about you wanting to start a new venture, or exciting in the way that you have a decision to make. There is some kind of decision that is before you, and you're ready to move forward on this new venture, as I was saying, but you're just not sure exactly what you want to do. You're not positive in what direction you want things to go. Here with the Two of Flowers, we can see that you have these two opposing things, right? These two different directions or choices, decisions that you can make, and you are just, it's almost like you're scared of making a mistake when choosing, right? Which is understandable and a very logical way to think, but you're ready to act on it. The Seven of Pentacles is asking you to be a bit patient with yourself, okay? Take the time, pull in that patience. Here with the Four of Teacups, that is also talking about this patience, right? You're wanting to just sit back because it's almost like you are beginning to feel like you're hitting this block. You're almost getting frustrated with yourself, and you're no longer wanting to bring in new information about the two different ventures or decisions or choices because you feel like you want breathing space from it. But also, on the same hand, you are still thinking about it. So it's like you're wanting to pull away, but you know that that's not the best thing to do right now in this moment. So you're not fully pulling away. It's a very contradictory feeling type of situation because you're being pulled two different ways and you're just, you don't want to feel that way anymore, right? Here with the Two of Spears, that goes along with our Two of Flowers, and the Two of Spears is again talking about that choice that needs to be made, that decision in what action, in what way you want to take this, and you're not feeling completely grounded enough to make a decision that you feel is 100% the right one in this moment. So the Six of Cups is really showing what I was saying about how it may be beginning to be too much, and it's almost to where you don't want to think about it anymore, but you're going to have to take a step back and remind yourself of why were you doing this in the beginning? What about either one of these situations or decisions or choices that you have before you, what is it about these things that brought you joy in the beginning? And maybe that will allow you to get back in touch with the big picture. That's going to allow you to say, you know what? I started doing this because I loved blah, 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 blah. Or I started doing this because my goal was to achieve D, right? And in doing that, it's going to get you past this block and it's going to be able to open your eyes and uncover and give you mental clarity on what actions you need to take, right? Here with the Queen of Hedgehogs, look how happy she looks. She's happy because she is grounded, because she's got all her eggs in a row, right? She has made the decision. She's taken the time to really look at things. She's been gentle with herself and given herself the patience to gain that mental clarity and see all of the happiness that she could achieve in choosing which action she wants to take. So take your advice from this Queen of Hedgehogs here and get grounded. Find that joy and happiness in the circumstances around you again, and allow that to help move you forward. This really is beautiful and uplifting, and it may not feel like it to you in this exact moment because again you're at this block, right? But it is because you have two beautiful choices in front of you. Look at it. Which one's going to make you more happy, right? So now let's get into our oracle cards and see if they have any tips or messages for you. All right, so we have forget who you are. Conditioning falls away. Memory no longer defines you. Beautiful. So I like the part here that it talks about conditioning falls away. And it could be that you, as I said, forgot why you went into this certain venture or situation or circumstances in the first place. You're forgetting what fueled you, what motivated you, what inspired you. You've kind of lost sight of that here, and you don't have that mental clarity that you once had. Or perhaps it's taken a new turn and you are fighting with like the past vision, right? You're like, no, I wanted it to be this way, and that's what's causing a block. But allow the conditioning to fall away. Allow the strictness of what you once thought that this venture or project or circumstance was supposed to look like, and allow it to evolve in the way that it has now, before you, in front of you. And find the happiness and the joy in that, in the now. And again, let that conditioning fall away. What is it now? What's fueling you now? Where is that spark at for you now? Okay. Conjure the magic. Yes. Conjure the magic. Let all that strictness fall away. Bring back that beauty. Bring back that love. Bring back that initial spark. And again, I want to be clear. When I'm saying bring back that initial spark, it may sound contradictory. I'm so sorry for that. Thumbs up. It may contradict what I was saying when I said let the conditioning fall away, right? As to where you don't have to stay so strict in the initial planning. But if you remember that initial spark, then it can liven you up again, right? And you can bring back that magic, that awe, that inspiration, that flow of things, because that's what's happening here. The flow has stopped. There's no more flow. And you are at this, in this stagnant place, and you don't want to be stagnant anymore. Bring back that fun, that spark, that inspiration, that motivation, that intrigue, that passion, and let it flow free again. So very beautiful. Okay. Kinship, teamwork, connection, sharing, supporting. Okay. So is there someone whom you trust around you that you can bounce ideas off of? If so, this would definitely be the advice to act upon. Okay, someone whom you trust, and maybe you're trying to act in silence because you don't really want to put it out there until you have finite decision making, right? Until you have really made up your mind. But if there is someone, a very, very close friend whom you trust completely, your mom, a family member, anybody, is there someone around you whom you feel like sharing this block with in your two decisions? Do you feel like the input that they give you would be of value? Can they support you in that way? If so, it would be great to look at that and pull that in. Pull in any kind of wisdom, any tips, any tricks, anything just to, again, give you that mental clarity that you're needing at this moment to continue going forward. This is really, really beautiful. So again, your overall message is just to step back and try to get out of this stagnant block and give yourself that mental clarity so that you can decide which route you want to take. Be patient. This does not have to be made overnight. Get grounded, because once you do, you will have this happiness. You're going to feel so very good. So very good. Now, to close out this reading, we are going to pull a happy message for you to reflect on as you move through this situation. Okay? You have, you're doing fine, don't give up. That is so appropriate, so beautiful for you right now. Do not allow this block and the lack of mental clarity that you have at this moment and not knowing which route to take, don't allow that to stop you. You're still doing fine. You've still put in all of this work. You just need this little bit of patience, this little bit of support to get out of this block. Do not give up. You're doing just fine. You still have so much ahead of you, and that is what is so very beautiful. Really just close things in. Look at how all of this is right around our main character here. Look at all this white space. Let everything else fade away and focus in on what you have before you. What is going to bring you that happiness? What a very beautiful reading, pile number 1. I wish you nothing but the best, nothing but love. Bye. Pile number 2, you have chosen the Villain's Tarot. So let's see what uplifting message you need in your life right now. What tips, what advice, what messages do the cards have for you to pay attention to and open your eyes up to right now? Let's see. All right, pile number 2, let's see what we have. 2 of Cups, the Hermit, 10 of Coins, 9 of Swords, 5 of Cups, and Ace of Coins. All right, beautiful cards here, pile number 2. So right off the bat, we have 2 of Cups. Now, this could be speaking of an actual partnership with someone, whether it be a friendship, a relationship, a love interest, or some kind of passionate decision that you're looking at, okay? It's going to be different for each of you, but it's in that spectrum, okay? It's either a partnership or relationship or a love interest that you want to enter into, right? Or a partnership that you want to enter into. For some, you're already in it, and for some, you are looking to get there. But you're just not quite sure on how things are going. There seems to be some kind of a certain area, right, where you feel like you should be highly, or you should be a lot happier than you are, but for some reason there's this aspect to it that you're really worried about. You have some kind of anxiety about, you're anxious about something. So with the Hermit, it really shows that you're wanting to take this time to look within, as cheesy as that sounds. That's the message here, right? The Hermit is all about getting away from these stresses, from these anxieties, it doesn't even have to be bad things, it could be good things. It's just the want to get away. You're really wanting to pull away from everyday upsets, everyday noises, everyday distractions. And again, like I said, it doesn't have to be bad. You're just wanting to really look at the whole picture. And you're wanting to do this on your own. You're not really wanting to pull anyone in, because it already has to do with someone, right? Not just you. And you're wanting to quietly withdraw and look at everything, because you're wanting to look at the big picture. This could be dealing with something that really influences you. This could have to do with legacy, meaning this could be a topic that doesn't just influence you now or affect you now. This is a situation that can influence you throughout the years. And you're really wanting to get grounded on this situation and really look at it. This could also have some things to do with money. This could be a financial topic for many of you here with the 10 of coins. You're wanting to grow, you're wanting to build a strong, solid foundation where you feel safe in this partnership. But again, there are some things circling you here that perhaps you can't let go of. Maybe something happened before and you just can't let go of it. It has you really, it's like you're regretting something, or you're just consumed. You're consumed by it. Not so much you're regretting your actions. Maybe perhaps regret was the wrong word. It's almost like you're very upset over how a situation went down. It hit you in the feels, right? It got you very emotional. You feel a lot of different ways about this circumstance, about this situation that deals with you and this other person, and it has stressed you out. You don't want to feel like this anymore. Your mind and your emotions are both consumed with this, and that is why you're wanting to take in this hermit moment and figure things out. You don't so much want to talk to this person anymore right now. You want to get your own thoughts in check, and that's a very smart, logical way to go about this. It is. You need to find that emotional level, right? You want to level yourself out emotionally and mentally, and you want to gain mental clarity. You want to really think about things and see how you want to move forward and how you can achieve this safety, this foundation, this beauty as you move forward, right? And the Ace of Coins, this does show something new coming in. Once you step back and you take in your hermit moment and you gain mental clarity and you look at your fears and you ask yourself, why am I feeling this way? Why can't I let it go? What is it that is holding on to me, or what is it that I am holding on to? Once you work through all of that, and that does need to be worked on, that does most definitely need your time and your consideration in order to help you grow and move out of this situation and then forward with this partnership or this person, whatever that may be for you, right? After all of that is taken care of, you have the Ace of Coins coming in here. This is our Pentacle suit, our money suit, right? It goes hand in hand with our 10 of Coins here. This is something new coming in. This is a new feeling of being grounded, right? After you've worked through all of that, this is what you can look forward to. Most definitely, you will feel grounded. You will get a sense of, I'm so glad that I did that. I'm so glad that even though it took me a beat and a pause, I'm so glad that I did that and took the time that I needed to work through this stuff, because now it's going to clear up space for this new beauty to come in, and you're going to be able to reach out and grab these new blessings, and it could coincide also with the money thing, right? You clear that, new blessings can come in now. This could even be, if it was a partnership, money, a new job or a new placement, something like that, right? And if it isn't money and it's the more of you being grounded, you're going to be able to feel more open to new feelings and new emotions and new situations coming in, because you're going to be ready. You're going to be in a healthy place for this to come in. Let's pull some oracle here so we can get some more messages, more clarity, any tips or advice. All right, let's see here. Keeping up, immense effort, and advance. Right, so you see here that she has a pocket watch, and that is so beautiful because it goes hand in hand with what I was saying about you may not want to have to take the time to step back and look at things and work through all this, because that's where things really get hard, right? The working through our thoughts, our emotions, the way we see things, the way we're acting. That is most definitely tough. That's not easy. But if you keep up with this, and because it shows that you definitely want to, and the potential is there, it's right there. You just need a little bit of time to work through this, right? If you give yourself that time and put in that effort, immense effort. Like I just said, it's not that easy. It is going to take immense effort, but it's going to allow you to advance forward, to pull out of this situation, and it's going to make you feel stronger, and you're going to be happy. It's like your future self is going to thank you for taking the time, for moving forward and building and growing, and then you'll be able to bloom and blossom and come out of this, and you'll be so happy that you did. Okay, we have intentional stillness. Yes, see, okay, the cards love you. They're really speaking volumes here. This is, so remember I said tips or advice that the cards may have for you, and it is definitely keeping up and intentional stillness. This card here, I want to come back to this whole keeping up. You taking a beat is not abandoning this situation, by no means. It doesn't mean that you are not moving forward, and it may feel like that because you are moving into this stillness, but it's intentional stillness. While you are taking this beat back and coming into this hermit moment, it's intentional. You're doing it for a reason. You're not doing it in a way of avoidance or denying the situation, your time or your love or your consideration, your thoughts, right? No, this intentional stillness goes hand in hand with our hermit here. This is the time where you take for yourself, the time where you take to better understand yourself and the issues and the fears and the circumstances and the anxieties that and the stressors that are holding you back, and work through it. And you're going to come out feeling so refreshed, so and you're really going to, again, thank yourself for taking that time and reflecting on everything. Okay. Empowerment, expansion, together, prosper, divine. Yes. Okay, so that one really felt like it wanted to come out too. So you have temple. So we have empowerment and we have temple. So this whole thing here with expansion, together, prosper, divine. I absolutely love those keywords here for you, pile number 2, because it goes so beautifully together with what I was saying. In coming over here and taking the time to move into your hermit moment where you are coming into yourself, it's not avoidance. It isn't you avoiding the situation or ignoring it, not giving it your time and love. On the contrary, you're pouring more of yourself into it. And in doing that, you're going to be able to expand your view and your emotions and your feelings on this and open yourself up for even more expansion, right? For this new beauty to come in, like we were saying. Together, prosper, divine, that togetherness. Because once you get a grasp on what's going on here with the fears and the anxieties and the overwhelm and the disappointment or things like that, right? You're going to learn in what aspects you have those deep emotional feelings and thoughts on, and it's going to be able to pull you together more with yourself, which is a beautiful thing, and then more togetherness with the please excuse those thumbs up and thumbs down. Pull everything together. Okay, it's going to make everything more cohesive. It's going to flow a lot better for you. You will be able to prosper. Those new beautiful blessings coming in after, right? Then you have temple with inner being. Again, that inner space, that inner reflection, looking at everything, visualization, looking at the entire picture, sacred space. That's you coming into this intentional stillness and pulling everything in and creating that safe place for you. Okay, so pile number 2, this is beautiful. There's so much blessings and opportunities and goodness standing right in front of you. It's just going to need a little bit more time. So as we clear out this reading, I have these adorable cards here that I really want to pull one for you to kind of reflect on as you move through the days coming or the days ahead of you. And just a happy little message for this reading. You have, you're still making progress even on your worst days. Yes. So like I said, coming into your quiet time, right? Your quiet contemplation, you're still making progress. Don't take it as a symbol of, I'm just going to avoid it. I'm going to walk away. It isn't that. It isn't that. You need the time. Don't feel guilty about it. Take that time you need. You are making progress even in that stillness. Okay, even in that quiet time, even on your worst days, even when you're feeling like this right here, this stress, this overwhelm, both mentally and emotionally, Those can really, really affect you, and these can stop progress. But you are doing great because you're showing that you want to continue on and make that progress. You are wanting to move forward. You're keeping this up. So remember this as you move forward. You're still making progress even on your worst days. Don't let all that stress and anxiety consume you. Okay? You're still doing right. You're still doing good. So keep it up. Keep pushing forward. Nothing but love. Bye. Okay, I just wanted to close out this reading by saying thank you to everyone from pile number 1, pile number 2, everybody that watched this video. Thank you. And to both piles, keep moving forward. Keep your head up. Smile. Nothing but love. Bye.